going on, Team Acne? Excuse the background noise. There are a couple birds in a cage right over there. You probably hear them squawking a little bit, but you came in here because you want to know the correct way to extract blackheads, to get blackheads out of your face. And what's the way that we've all been doing it our whole lives? 2 fingers, maybe 2 fingernails, and you just really push hard. And by the end of it, you have a nice, real hard indent on your face. And you also don't get all of the blackhead out because you're pinching the skin so it stops the blackhead from coming out. So in the clip that you just saw, we actually did it the proper way. Now, granted, there were a couple things that aren't perfect. I had my girlfriend do it, so there are some different things that I would do if I was doing it myself. Like, for example, make sure that your hands are absolutely clean. You could wash them in alcohol or something like that, or you could wear some gloves, but you generally don't want to be actually touching your skin while you're doing this. But the secret really comes down to something called a comedone extractor tool or a blackhead extractor tool. And really, it doesn't matter what brand you get. The one that I specifically use, I put on my Amazon store. So I'll put the Amazon store link below this video. You guys can check that out. But really, it's like 15 bucks, something like that. And it just basically is a tool that at the end of the tool has a little circular metal head. And there's a couple different types of shapes. And basically, it just allows you to press around the blackhead, and you want to apply pressure kind of in a 360, kind of like a circular movement around the blackhead to kind of slowly work it out. You can push pretty hard and you are going to leave an indent like you see on my hand there, and that'll probably go away in a couple of hours. You know, the next day you will have a little bit of a mark depending on how hard you pushed, but by the following day it should be gone. It's not something that should leave a scar. But I learned about this tool when I started getting professional blackhead extractions when I was going to my dermatologist. They would always use this tool, and I said, I bet you they can find this on Amazon. And when I started using it, believe me, if you are still using your fingers, when you try this tool, you're gonna be like, I can't believe I was ever still using my fingers. This thing will help so much to get a clean extraction of your blackhead. And also it keeps you from touching your face. You know, when you're touching your face, you're spreading bacteria. If you're popping blackheads, and especially any active pimples or zits, you're also pushing that sebaceous fluid around your face. That's not good. So definitely get on this blackhead extraction tool game. Now, before you actually go into the extraction, there are 3 ways that you can kind of prepare your face. And the one way that I did for this one is specifically I used steam. So if you just have like an electric tea kettle or any kind of tea kettle, you can just hover your face over a tea kettle. You can put maybe like a kind of like a blanket on top of your head so that it traps the steam. Basically just allow that steam to pour over your face for a couple of minutes. It's gonna let your skin get soft. And it's also gonna allow that blackhead to be able to be worked out without putting so much pressure. So it's gonna remove the amount of, you know, damage that you might do to the skin. It'll make it so that it's much easier to get that blackhead out, and also let you get more of the blackhead out. Alternatively, you can also use a pretty warm hot towel. You can just like fill it with water, put it on your face. I'd have usually like 2 towels, and I'd use one on my face, then as soon as that one kind of cools down, put the other one on my face, and then as soon as you take it off, start the extraction. And alternatively, also you can just take a really long hot shower. Any of those really work as long as you feel like your face has been, you know, getting hot for quite a while, and then you want to go straight into the extraction. If you know, let your face cool down for a couple minutes, you're pretty much gonna get back to not having that, you know, advantage at all. And that's pretty much it. This video is pretty simple, but it's something that is really helpful tip if you've never heard of it before. And I personally didn't know of it until I went to the dermatologist and got my own extractions. So I figured making a video just to kind of explain it really quick would be really helpful. One thing that I would suggest is that if you have active pimples or active zits, don't force, you know, to push a blackhead out if you're pressing on a, you know, like an underground pimple or a zit, because you're gonna make that underground pimple or zit much bigger, and it's not worth it to get the blackhead out. We are building this community, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. It's growing every single day, and I appreciate you guys for sharing the videos, commenting on the videos, just engaging in general, always being here. It's awesome. We're making something that's unique, that's never been made before, so that makes me feel so awesome. And always remember, you are beautiful, you are not alone, and you are part of Team Acne.